So today we're gonna review the Milwaukee. What happened is I had this. I'll have to explain this. I had this fancy set of Porter cables, multi-tool and impact, and I love the Porter cable brand. Except now the only place you can buy this locally is at a Costco, and you have to buy this big ass kit for 179 bucks. And really the only thing wrong with this is one of my batteries broke and the other one's not really making a good connection at the tool for the multi-tool, so you have to like kind of hold it on. But I went to go buy new batteries at Lowe's for these tools that I bought there, and they no longer sell these tools or their batteries. Online to get some replacement batteries and a little bit bigger ones, if you're gonna buy them anyway, they're like $100. So I would have been spending like $200 there to fix those batteries. Instead, I went out and I spent $300. I got two batteries, a charger, an impact, a drill, and a multi-tool. They have a kit for this, but they didn't have it, so I bought the drill and the impact and the batteries and this with the bag all together, and I bought the multi-tool separate. Now I've used the multi-tool, used the impact, haven't used the drill really. I've never really carried a cordless drill because I use a plug-in one, and that's because I'm mostly mixing tile mud and stuff. And then the thing I want to talk about though is I'm becoming a fan of the Milwaukee, and the only reason I bought the Milwaukee is I know it's one of the top rated brands besides Makita, DeWalt, and Metabo, which used to be Hitachi. Hitachi, I probably could have bought their kit because they had it in stock at Lowe's, and it would have been all this plus a Sawzall. But I wanted to go with something that people love and support, because I'm tired of buying tools that go like you're buying it and then all of a sudden the store's like, well, we don't sell that no more. So you know, I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, they're just doing what their corporate offices say about switching brands, whatever. I guess Lowe's, they informed me that they went from Porter Cable and now they're like producing a Skill product as their brand instead of Porter Cable. So if you go to Lowe's, look for Skill instead of Porter Cable, because that's going to be the lower end of the tools, and it's going to be what they're supporting as their brand, probably because they bought out Craftsman too from Sears. So it's probably what they did is they bought Craftsman and Skill together. Anyway, nonetheless, I bought this Milwaukee set and there's only one complaint. So if you look at this multi-tool, see how, let's see if I can get in there, and I don't know which way I'm aiming. Anyways, see how that's not really lined up, those splines? See how, like, right here there's a notch right there by my thumb? That should be straight up and down with this line here. So the only complaint I have is when you unscrew this and you put your multi-tool blades on, you'll be like this, but your blade will be like this, sticking over here, kind of like this at a slight angle. It won't go on straight on this. I think that could be a manufacturing defect, because maybe someone just didn't line this up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to readjust this keyway. So I'm sure there's a way to fix that, but I'm not savvy with taking power tools apart and fixing them yet. But you know, in life, as broke people say, or people who don't have much money, you learn to fix it all, or you learn to get by. So I need to try and realign this because it's a really good multi-tool. I'm really and pressed, and the way it angles for the battery doesn't allow you to set it up right. You have to like set like this, but it kind of sets nice. And then it keeps the battery out of the way a lot when you're doing work. And it has power settings here, so I only keep it at 2, and that's plenty for me to do a lot of what I do. I like the feel of it. It's more of a rigid tool than my Porter cable, I think. But I'm just hoping by buying a higher end brand and more expensive tool that they will not stop selling them, because Milwaukee sold at many stores, not just the Home Depot I went to, but there's like 6 different stores in town that sell this brand, and lots of people nationwide use it. So my hopes with that is that I'll always be able to find the batteries local and not have to be out of work because I'm waiting for them in the mail. That's the other problem I had with wanting to order the batteries for the Porter cables. And I only set these out just to kind of show you what I bought. This was $309 together for the 3 of those and batteries and whatnot. If you don't buy it as a kit, it's about $315 anyway. So that's what we did. We set out to kind of explain everything and do a short review. I'm sure the drill and everything's going to perform well. And those over there, I don't know if anybody, I put them up online to try and just get a little money out of them, but we'll see. Anyways, no big deal. All right, guys, that's it.